in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, welcome back to Just Being Ridiculous, or JBR for short. I'm your host Nancy Lure, and thank you so much for joining me on episode 2 of the podcast. Before I continue on, I just want to say thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for your love and support for episode 1. I just can't, I hope you can tell that I'm overflowing with joy and happiness and excitement and thankfulness, if that's a word, and gratitude for all your love and support from episode 1. And honestly, I'm so happy that you all enjoyed it so much as I enjoyed filming it. This week we are talking about interracial dating and everything that comes with it. This week Gustavo and I will delve, you know what I'm saying, or what I'm trying to say, deeper into our relationship. I want to share insights on interracial dating, because it's February, month of love. I thought I'd release this right before Valentine's Day. From dealing with acceptance to having pressure from outsiders, and even within ourselves, as well as to communicating with each other, and so much more. So we're spilling all the tea today. So grab your choice of drink and let's get started. I'm having Awakening English tea, I think, from Tazo with lemon and honey. And then Gustavo's having this Asian drink. It's like this Asian milk tea drink. It's the Hokkaido Sapporo milky flavor tea, and you can get it at Dragon Star. We got Gustavo tried it when we were over at our friend Christine's house, and he really likes it, right? Anyways, welcome Gustavo to the podcast. Hi. Y'all, sorry, y'all heard him last time, but this time we're just talking about us. Since now you all know how we met, now you know how you're gonna know how we are doing, I guess, right?
Yeah, how our relationship is going.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be on camera still because he's still shy, and to be honest, his hair's a hot mess right now.
Yep.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, it's negative degrees right now, so we're just trying to keep warm, and our apartment doesn't have any heating. Right?
Yeah. It hasn't had any heating since the start of winter. So.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, we could call our management company or whoever is in charge of it, but it's manageable for us. So we have portable heaters that we're using right now. And
yeah, for the first time we're using it. Yeah. We don't want to spend so much on electricity, so
I know. Speaking of electricity, our electricity bill was only $26. I feel like when we get to the point of buying a house, I'm gonna miss that $26 because I'm pretty sure when we own a house, our electricity bill is probably gonna be 3 times more than what we're paying right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be expensive. I think when I used to live in a house, we paid $150 to $250 around there every month, and it was more expensive in the winter. So yeah, it's gonna be expensive.
I know. I remember when I used to live at home with my family, and there used to be 8 of us. It's wait, let me double check. 9 of us, because six kids, and then my parents and my grandma. And our electricity bill used to be $300. Also because my grandma, she's constantly cold, so she always needs to have heaters on, even though we have heat on high. But yeah, thankfully my parents, they were able to be part of the Excel Energy program thing, so we were able to lower our electricity bill because they helped us pay for a portion of it, and then we only paid about $100, which is, it's not expensive, but it's still kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. But yeah, anyways, this week we're gonna talk about like I said, our relationship, about acceptance, and how our family found out, pressure from outsiders, excuse me, and our communication. So yeah, and before we go on with that, we should talk about our snowboarding.
Oh yeah.
Because we went snowboarding with our friends, and thank you so much to Celine and Han for being great teachers. They're so patient and amazing with all of us, like all our whole group of friends that went. Well, yeah, we went snowboarding for the first time, and y'all, I swear I almost died because I hit my head so hard. I'm pretty sure I got a concussion. But did you have fun?
Yeah, I did. When I saw you fall, I was like, oh my God. You were going so fast.
I didn't even think I was going so fast because I fell so many times, okay? And thankfully, we went on Friday, which was when the super cold weather was just starting. But we went to the Como ski place, which is behind like Como Zoo. And thankfully, there was not a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it was just us and like a couple other people there.
Yeah,
I didn't really see a lot of people there.
No, there wasn't a lot of people. There was, I think, a group before when we got there, but they left like probably halfway we were there. And then I saw another group come, but they left before us too. But yeah, if you're interested in going there, I think it's a great beginner spot because the hill, it isn't that big, but if you're new to it, it is like big to you. But yeah, we rented equipment and it was $30 per person, but you do have to rent online to reserve a spot before. So I would like check that out first before you're interested, if you're interested on going. But anyways, we went and dude, it was so hard. I'm still sore from it. Gustavo's still sore from it too, right?
Yeah. Where I fell, it hurts still.
Your gluteus maximus.
Yeah.
Wait, you all know what that means, right? If you don't, I mean, it stands for, it's another, I think it's the medical term for your booty. Mm-hmm. Your butt. But yeah, I fell so many times. Like I tried to go down the hill and I tried to brake, but that was hard. And then just when I had both my feet strapped in on the board, just getting up was hard too. Maybe we'll put a vlog out. What do you think? So people can see it.
If the video that I recorded on my GoPro is good, then I'll put it up. But if it's not, then you won't see it after this.
Yeah. If we can, maybe we'll include a little snippet of me falling like right here. Maybe.
Yeah, if I recorded, because it died and I replaced the battery, so I don't know how much actually got recorded.
Yeah, it was so cold, dude. Like, we went on Friday, and then the next day when we came back, my whole body was sore. I mean, it's Sunday now, and my throat is still sore, and my shoulders, like my upper body, is more sore than my lower body for some reason. I thought it would be the opposite, but I guess not. Where are you sore?
I'm just sore where I fell, like on my butt. That's it. That's all I'm sore. It hurts if I sit on something hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it really hurts. I can't. I need like a cushion. Like
you need that Theragun massage.
No. No, it just hurts. Like a sharp pain. Because I fell multiple times on my butt. Mm-hmm. So that's why it hurts. Yeah,
I know. Mine hurts too. I mean, mine doesn't hurt as much. It's just yours. But like my shoulders and my back.
I think because you fell like those ways, I didn't really fall.
Yeah, I literally fell like this.
Yeah, that's why.
First, I fell like this. And then the second time, I fell like this so many times. I literally gave up at the end of the count. But Celine and Han were so freaking patient with us. And they were just super nice. So I was like... Thank goodness we have people who are experienced, because if I did this for the first time, I would just giving up. But it was still fun. The only sad part was it was so freaking cold, wasn't it? Or was that just me?
Yeah, it was cold. I don't know if I got insulated boots for the snowboard or not, but my toes were getting really cold. and then they were almost getting to the point where it would actually hurt. So.
And the walk to the hill was long.
Yeah, I mean, it felt long because there was snow. It's cold and
the snowboarding boots, they're kind of weird. Like they're not like regular shoes, so
yeah. So they go up a little bit past your ankle, so that I'm guessing it's like so.
It's like your mid calf.
Yeah, so that it protects like your ankles, so you don't get hurt.
Yeah,
because it's like stiff.
yeah.
So you walk kind of weird.
Yeah, and I think snowboarding. I think Celine here was saying it's a lot of like leaning back or something. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. If you go snowboarding, let me know. But yeah, it was. I don't know. It was fun. But next time I go, hopefully, I'm a lot more skilled. Or maybe I just need to try like a super baby hill because the hill we were on, it wasn't even that freaking high or big, but y'all girl was still struggling. Like struggling hardcore. I think out of everyone, I felt the most, like hands down. And yeah, but everybody else that went, they were all pretty good. They were all like naturals. Anything else with snowboarding? Gustavo's been telling me forever that he wants to go buy equipment for snowboarding, like since
pretty much since we started dating.
Yeah.
Like in the winter time, I always ask her if we could go snowboarding, but she never wanted to. Would you go again?
Yeah, I would.
See, like maybe we can actually buy our own equipment, like little by little.
Excuse us. It's don't drinks. We're trying really hard not to burp, but it's inevitable.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, man, maybe we should stand up for a podcast. I feel like that would help our flow, like our internal body flow better. Like our digestion. Anyways, yeah, I do want to go again, and maybe next year if we do buy equipment, we have to buy in the summer, so it's like off season, so it would be a little, hopefully more affordable, or at the end where they have these big sales.
Yeah. I'm not saying we should buy them now, but
No.
it's because it's expensive.
I know.
It's very expensive. Because you have to buy the helmet, the boots, the straps. Maybe you're lucky and somebody's selling it cheap. And then you have to buy the pants, the jacket.
The what?
The pants and the jacket.
Oh, the snow pants.
Yeah, so you don't get like cold.
Yeah, Christine was telling us that she saw snow pants for $350 at Joe's, and I was shocked. I was so shocked. I mean, I understand why it could go up that much, but still, $350 for a pair of snow pants. You better be wearing that every single day, going to the store, going by groceries and stuff. Cause dang, you better make it worth your money.
Yeah, and it better keep me warm too, cause
I know.
that's expensive.
I feel like we bought hand warmers, right? That's what they're called, right? And we didn't even use it, but it feels though we should have. I should have stuck it in my hands.
I mean, my hands weren't that cold. They were only cold when I took off my gloves, but the gloves were fine.
My face was pretty frozen, I want to say.
Yeah, maybe we should buy some goggles.
I know. Or ski mask. We tried to buy some, but we couldn't get any.
Yeah, everything is
Twas
sold
too
out.
last minute.
Yeah, no, not really, but everything is sold out. I couldn't even buy snow pants.
I know. It took us forever to buy him snow pants because we went to so many different stores.
Like, we went to almost every single store. And
You could, like, outdoor store.
Yeah, and I mean, again, we could have bought them anywhere, but they're so expensive.
Yeah.
And we were not trying to spend like $100 and over on that.
I know, because, we don't really do anything in the winter or sports.
Yeah, we don't even go out.
Unless
like
we
that.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so lucky I got mine at Sierra, which is a Marshall's, but for outdoor stuff. So if you haven't heard of that store, you should definitely check it out because Gustavo walked inside of it for the first time and he was shocked. Did you like the store?
It's nice. Yeah. There's a lot of brands that are very expensive.
I know, they were pretty.
And they were really cheap.
Yeah, they were selling Columbia jackets for $15-$20, and shoes like Nike, Adidas, and even outdoor brands like Kamika and some other stuff. But I think it's a good store if you want to get into outdoor clothes.
Yeah, there were like a lot of outdoor shoes and hiking shoes.
Yeah.
Expensive hiking shoes, but they were really affordable.
Yeah, for like $50. They could range up to like over $100. But yeah, that's it for our snowboarding event. It was really fun, and hopefully we get to go again when it's not so cold, because my nostrils were like, my boogers were like.
Yeah, I think everybody was like
TMI.
That.
I know. It was just
they
so
were with
cold.
the runny nose.
Yeah,
it was so cold.
It was just I just couldn't even get over the cold. Like my scarf, I should have brought a thicker scarf, but I brought the thinnest scarf I had. But next time I know. But anyways, going back to our interracial dating, we thought we'd pick up where we left last time, which is where we met, and go into talk about our acceptance and how our family found out. Let's talk about you first. About like getting accepted. Okay, my story is a lot longer than Gustavo's story, so we're gonna go with Gustavo's side first, because I feel like Gustavo's family, they automatically just accepted me and loved me. Gustavo's mom is so nice. She's so awesome. She, like, it was like just open arms. But yeah, did you tell your mom or your dad
about
you dating me? Or was it just like I just kept coming over and your mom just started to assume? So
I think so, but she didn't really ask. I think I told her.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I really don't remember, but.
Did you tell your dad?
No.
No?
I think my mom told him.
What about your sister?
I think I told her.
Because we worked with her for a bit.
Yeah, she used to work with us. And then I guess she just like knew.
Yeah.
But she didn't really care.
Yeah, because Alva's family doesn't really care. I feel like they're just really open about that, right?
Well, my immediate family.
Yeah.
My mom, my dad, and my sister don't care.
I know. I remember when I met his uncle for the first time, and they thought that I was Chinese because...
You're Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, okay, I'm just saying, in the Hmong culture, literally, the majority of the time, like, Hmong elders, they always think all Hispanic or Latin people are Mexican. Like, that's just me saying from my personal experience. Okay, everyone, please don't come at me. But that's how I feel about it. Like, I think a lot of people always think that, like, in the Hmong community, like, my Hmong elder, like, my grandma, every time she sees, like, a Latin or Hispanic person, she's like, oh, Mexican person. I'm like, Grandma, you don't even know. She's like, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Do you think your uncles are like that?
Maybe. If they like know more other than Chinese people,
like
then,
other ethnicities.
yeah, then they probably know like you're not just Chinese. But I don't really know.
But it's hard to explain, like, being Hmong, because, you know, so many people, they just think that it's hard. Okay, just from my personal experience, everyone, please don't come at me, but it's really hard to explain where you are from and your people and where they're from, especially if they don't have, like, a country. Do you know what I mean? Like, in my personal experience, like, people are always like, oh, where you're from? And I'm like, I'm Hmong. And they're always like, oh, you're Hmong. Like, what kind of Asian is that? I'm like, I know. I'm like, Hmong. So, yeah. And I'm like, well, we don't have our own country. We're like, yeah, all these other things. I can't really explain it right now, but I'm sure you all understand what I understand what I mean. So, yeah. But And then I met two of your uncles, right? Because we went to, like, the first time you picked up your mom, that was like...
Yeah, I picked up my mom at my uncle's house, and then...
How many uncles do you have?
I don't know.
Okay. From your mom's side, then?
From my mom's side?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like...
Never mind.
Maybe 6.
Oh, uh-huh.
Or more. I don't know. Because I only know the uncles that live in Minnesota. I don't know the other ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It'd be like that. I have like one aunt in Cali, and that's from my dad's side. And we don't really talk to them because they live all the way in Cali. But I have 3 uncles from my mom's side, I mean. So, yeah. But yeah, I think getting accepted into Gustavo's family was a lot easier than Gustavo getting accepted into my family. That was the hard part. Don't you think so?
Well, remember what I told you when we first started dating?
Yeah, but they don't.
Yeah, so when...
They don't know.
when we first started dating, I asked her if she wanted to go out with me, but not really asked her. Maybe I did because we kind of talked about it because we were just hanging out, talking. She would come over to my house, and then
I think after we made it official.
Yeah, after I asked her if she wanted to go out with me, I told her to really think about it because some of my Hmong friends like have told me how, you know, Hmong people are and how their culture is. So I told her, you know, think about it. If you want to go out with me, I mean, there's no time limit. Just let me know. And then a week later, she said yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought long and hard about it because, as I said, I grew up in a very traditional Hmong family, and I never thought I would ever date outside Hmong, or like I just never expected that my first and probably only boyfriend would be anything other than a Hmong guy. And so when Gustavo and I started to get serious, and he asked me out and gave me that time to think, I really thought long and hard about it. But you know what they say, love has no boundaries, or you know what I'm saying. So I said yes, and then we officially made it happen. And y'all, let me tell you how my family found out, okay? I think I already told my nia.
No, how my nia found out. I think one of the first times we went out, we went to go eat rolled ice cream, and she was there.
Oh, yeah. We went on a little mini date, and then she was there with her friends, and then she was like, "Hi, I'm Nia. I'm Nancy's sister." And then I was like, "This is my boyfriend." And she was like, "Oh, nice to meet you. You work at Piano too." Right? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I met my nia, I was like kind of scared because, I mean, I didn't know she was one of my nia's younger sisters.
What, my younger sister?
Yeah. One of your younger sisters.
Yeah. You said one of my nia's younger sister.
No, I said, I don't remember. But one of Nancy's younger sisters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I told him that that's my sister, and then he was like, "Oh, shoot, really? Why didn't you tell me? I could have dressed up better, said something else." And I was like, "It's fine. She don't really care." So yeah, Manya is the one right after me. So it's my Ching, me, and then Manya, and then my brother Tong, and then my youngest sister Baku, and then my youngest brother coming. So there's like 6 of us. But Manya found out, and then we started dating, and then I think one day we were going over to my house, and then my older sister was there, my Ching, and then I introduced, and my brother-in-law too. So I introduced Gustavo to them, and yeah, so that's all my siblings. And then along the way, the rest of them just started like meeting him too. But yeah, and then one day, how my parents found out, they just found out some way, somehow, and then Yeah, let me tell you, that was this. I swear, sometimes I'm a freaking what is it? I swear, sometimes I'm a shaman or something, because that night, because this one night I had a dream that my parents found out, right, and then me, like them being super traditional, they went all crazy. They're all like, break up with your boyfriend, da 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 da. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, it's just a dream. And then I went to work. So then I was still working at Panda, and I was working at Panda Maplewood. So then I went to work, and then I went to go help some customers. I came back and I had 2 missed calls from my mom. So my mom never calls me unless it's like an emergency, right? So I called her right back. And then she's like, I heard you're dating a Mexican guy. Is that true? And then I was like, oh my gosh. In my head, I was like, who the heck told you, first off? Because we had just started dating probably 6 months or something.
I don't remember, but it wasn't that long.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. So my mom started going crazy on me, like my dream, right? So I just had a dream, and then the day I woke up, it happened in real life. And before it happened, I had just called Gustavo because he was working at a different location. I was like, guess what? I just had a dream that my mom like started going crazy on me because she found out that we're dating. And then literally 2 hours later, and I was like, I called her and I was like, so do you remember that dream I was telling you about this morning? And he was like, yeah. And then I said, well, it just happened. So yeah, my parents, they did not accept it at all. There was just, my day started going crazy on me. My mom, you know, they and my dad, they're like, you better break up with him real quick. And then like, don't you know how embarrassing it is? Like, how could you do this? There's so many other Hmong guys out there. Is there no more Hmong guys out there for you to date? Blah, 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 blah. So if you have been through this, like we feel your pain and your frustration. And if you have not gone through this yet, and you are in a interracial relationship, and you feel that you might have your parents react like this too, it's gonna be okay. Okay, I just want to let you all know that. But yeah, how did you feel when I told you that my parents found out?
Well, I wasn't surprised because I already knew it was gonna happen. And if I didn't know it was gonna be like that, then I would be like shocked or something.
Yeah, and I remember explicitly when I got that phone call, like I was just super emotional. My tears were coming down like no tomorrow, because I think growing up, as I said in my last episode, I've been a big people pleaser, and my parents are at the top of the list, you know. So when they started saying all those things to me, and just saying that like I'm such a bad daughter, I think a lot of us have gone through this, but such a bad daughter, this and that, like, you know, you just, like, for me personally, I was just like, oh my gosh, like another disappointment for them, and all these extra things that just kept going through my head. But I was still at work, okay? That was the hard part. I was still at work, so I had to, like, pull it together and, like, come back and pretend that everything was okay and just work. And I think that day, my Nia was working with me, so I told her that my parents found out. And then she's just like, it's okay. Just, like, get over it. It'll be fine. Like, they can't do anything. They can just, like, yell at you over the phone. Like, just get over it. We got to go to work. And I was like, yeah. So, yeah, my parents finding out, that was freaking crazy. And then once my parents found out, I introduced Gustavo to like all my aunts and uncles too, which was super crazy as well. Do you think that was hard, meeting all my aunts and uncles?
I don't think so. I was just like nervous because they're just new people that I don't know. But I didn't really think nothing out of it. Because I don't know, I just didn't really see anything. Yeah, because I think we were having a birthday party, and then Gustavo and I came, and we sat out there in the parking lot for, I swear, 10 minutes just for me to like calm my nerves down, because I was introducing Gustavo for the first time. And out of all my cousins and like
sisters and everything. Like I've never brought any friends around or any guy around at all, you know. So I was super nervous. My heartbeat was going like 100 miles an hour, and yeah, when I finally when we walked in, everybody was. I would say I think all my cousins at this point kind of knew. Because at this time, almost all my cousins and I, we were all working at Panda, or like the older ones were all working at Panda Express. So they had already started knowing that we were dating or we were in a relationship. And then like my aunts and uncles, they found out that day. And yeah, let's just say same reaction as my mom and dad, because I remember they told me to tell Gustavo to go downstairs and go hang out with my cousins so that they could talk to me. Y'all know where this is leading to, okay? So they were just like giving me a lecture saying that, okay, I just want to say I'm spilling all the tea on my family, but I still love them a lot, okay? So don't hate them. Don't come at them, okay? But yeah, this is just like typical, you know, reactions from family members. So it's understandable. But, you know, they were just saying, you know, there's like a lot of other people out there that I could date. Same thing. My aunt was all like, and you're just gonna date a guy like that? Because I'm just being honest, my aunt was saying that Gustavo isn't the best looking. No offense, Kay. That's from my aunt. She was saying that like, if you're just gonna date a man like that, then you might as well go to Thailand and buy a man over there and just bring him to the States so that he can what is it? At least he know Hmong and he can support your family and da 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 da. And in my head, you know, just eye rolls after eye rolls after eye rolls. But yeah, just had to sit through that and, you know, take it all in. Like, I understand where my aunts and uncles are coming from, because they have this mentality that he's gonna leave me because he's not Hmong. But in my head, I'm like, dude, there's a lot of like Hmong relationships where the guy leaves the girls too, okay, even after they have kids. So it just depends on the person. But yeah, so that's how my family found out, and I think throughout the years, we're only gonna be like dating 3 years since in May. So I think with them knowing that like I'm pretty serious about this relationship, they kind of just started to accept it a little bit more and more. I mean, they still give me like crap sometimes for it, but I just try to push that, like, don't let that get to me and brush it off, because I think if I always let it get to me, then we would have broken up a long time ago, right?
Yeah. Like, I even asked her, like, if she would date me in high school, and she said no. Or, like, in college, and she's like, nope. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I don't know what changed, but after college, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna die alone. Just kidding. But I met Gustavo, and we're here now. Yeah. But what do you think about my family? Do you like them? He shook his head. He was like,
I don't know. Like, I mean, they're fine. They're
you right on the spot.
They're nice. I mean, your cousins are nice. I don't really.
I know it's hard because a lot of my family, they mostly speak Hmong. Like my aunts and uncles, that's all they ever speak, because I mean, not that they're not fluent in English, but it's just better for them to communicate in Hmong. So I think I'm gonna sneeze. Hold up. Can you mute me? Oh, sorry, y'all. I thought I was gonna sneeze, but I guess I'm okay. Well, as I was saying, my family, they just speak a lot of Hmong, so sometimes I feel like bad because Gustavo can't understand it, and I always feel like he feels left out because he always...
No, I don't really mind.
You don't?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, my cousins, like, they always speak English, so sometimes they'll speak Hmong, but I try to translate as best as I can. Yeah, he's learning a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, one of her uncles, when he says something, sometimes he translated it for me, so he's nice.
Excuse me. Which one? The one that just had a baby?
No. What's his?
Cher's dad?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think he's like the only one that translated, and I think what's his name? The one that just had the baby.
Oh, my uncle say.
Yeah, he talks to me in English too.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess though they're like the only ones that talk to me.
Yeah, and I think the last few times my mom and dad coming home, like you going over, they're a little bit better now.
Yeah, I mean, it takes time.
Yeah.
Because I also have some friends that are Mexican and they married a Hmong wife. So they told me the same thing. Like at the beginning, they were like not accepted, and then eventually they do become like more accepting. And
Yeah. I would tell Gustavo that one thing that I think my family really likes is just seeing him helping out. So I always tell him, like, if we go to events or something, to go help, like, grab things or drop meat or something, so they don't see him just as someone who comes and sit down. Because I think my family is really big on showing service. Right? You think so? Or no?
I don't know.
It's just me then. It's just me.
I don't know.
I just feel like that. I just feel like if he goes helps, then they see that he's not just someone who's coming and sitting down and eating and and just go home. Because, yeah, so at least they see that he helps out a lot as best as he can. Yeah, I know.
You know,
sorry.
going on that, there is some Mexican people that do the same thing. Let's say my family was kind of like that, and I brought a girl over, and the girl just came, sat, ate, and did nothing. After she left, she would be like, "Oh, why you brought this girl? She doesn't do anything. She doesn't help out."
They'd be like, "No, mom, I'm just kidding."
No, they wouldn't say that. They would just like, you know.
I was gonna say, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I was gonna say no mames, but he always tells me not to say that.
I mean, that is like.
Can you translate what that means?
Like a direct translation of that is like no sucking.
Oh, never mind, not that word.
But that is like slang in Spanish.
I always
that is like
I always
saying,
hear him say that to his friends.
That's like saying, "Oh my God, are you for real?" Like kind of like an expression.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's not. A direct translation is like nothing.
So I guess you could say that even though Gustavo and I are from different races, our cultures are very alike.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is very similar. Like some things, like I told her, like sometimes when we're sick, we would like rub an egg on our bodies.
Yes, we do that too.
Or we would like pass a candle all over our body, like hover it all over the body, and then whatever like wax dripped in like the water, like you had some sort of like bad spirit or
really?
Yeah, or stuff like that.
Yeah, so I know, even though on the outside we may look really different, I think on the inside we're pretty alike.
Well, I hope so.
Culture-wise.
Because everybody has a heart.
Shut up. Y'all know what I mean, okay? Okay. No, duh. Everybody got heart. If you didn't, you'd be in the ground, okay?
Yeah, so, but from what I've seen, like our cultures are pretty like similar. Yeah. It's just like, the only thing that I notice more is like the language barriers.
Yeah. I would say I speak more Spanish than he speaks Hmong.
Well, Hmong is really hard to like understand and pronunciate.
Yeah, because it's a lot of tones.
Yeah.
I think is Spanish tonal?
Not really. It's just like
1, 2, 3.
It's pretty much like English, like
It's not
straightforward.
like 1A, 1B.
No.
Yeah. But that's how our family took it. And I think, like I said, I'm still, my family in particular and is still working on it. And, but it's getting better. I mean, with COVID and everything, we haven't really seen my family because most times we hang out with my family. But yeah, they're pretty chill now because, you know, they got to take it. That's all they can do. Well, since as I wanted to say we were living together, I want to talk about the pressure as well, because in the Hmong culture, it's really like down upon to move in with your significant other, especially if you're a girl. If you move in with your significant girl, can I talk today? Oh my god. Anyways, scratch that, okay, everybody. In the Hmong culture, it's really looked down upon if you are a female and you go and move in with your significant other before you both get married, like culturally. And Gustavo and I are living together right now. I think we started living together about 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. And when I told my parents I was moving out, y'all, as I said, my heart, every time I talk about my relationship to my parents, my heartbeat is like 100 miles per hour, okay? But I just tell them, I'm moving out. And they're like, okay, don't come back.
Did you tell them that you were moving out with me, or you just told them I'm moving out?
I just said I'm moving out. Oh. But I already assumed that they knew I was going to move in with you. Because it was like in the summer, probably like 2 years ago when we first started moving in. And then I was talking to my aunt. I was like, oh my god, how am I going to tell mom and dad that I'm moving out? And she was like, dude, just say it. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to say anything. I was like, you don't know that. And then she was like, Mom, Dad, Nancy has something to tell you. And I was like, F you and my aunt. And I just said, I'm moving out. And you're like, okay, don't move back. My parents are always like, if you guys ever move out, don't even think about moving back, okay? Because you can't come back once you leave. So now I'm like, whatever I do, I'm never moving back in. Because one, I cannot live with my siblings again. And two, having your own place is just, the freedom is amazing. But yeah, going back to the whole cultural part. Since we live together and we're not officially culturally married, I do feel that sometimes, like my aunts and uncles, not like just my direct aunts and uncles that I was talking about earlier, but like distant relatives or whoever, when they hear about it, they're always like, oh, are they married? Like, you know what I mean? People just love to talk, right? Like, people always just love to say things. And if you're in the same boat with me, that you moved out and with your significant other and you're not married, just let you know that it's okay and just do you, because at the end of the day, as Gustavo always says, it's just him and me. It's just gonna be you and your significant other. So whatever works best for you or relationship, just do it and just tune out everybody else, right? Anything to say on that?
Yeah, just don't rely too much in like your family, I guess. If your family is like really strict and pretty much kick you out the house, just, you know, go with it. If you want to do it, just do it. Because you're gonna be like saying, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Like, should have does not exist because it already happened. So if you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah. So if you need a sign to move out with your boyfriend, this is it. But only if you feel like you can financially support you both, okay? Because let me tell you, it's not easy, especially if you have all these other bills and things that you have to take care of as well. So if you do want to move out, definitely like review and go through the pros and cons of moving out. I would say a good thing about us moving out is that we are able to spend time a lot together, and our relationship has grown as well. Do you think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
Since we first started dating, yeah.
I think it really brings out the good and the bad in us, which makes us go into our Next section,
Like
communication.
they say, you don't really know anybody until you live with them.
Yes. Okay, y'all, let me tell you. I didn't even know Gustavo had a dog. For 1 whole year, I was dating this dude.
No, you didn't. Like the first time you came, you saw the dog.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, yeah. First off, at his old house, Gustavo always let his dog, Lucky, that's the name. That's his name. He always lets Lucky go out and wander around the neighborhood.
No, we didn't do that. We would take him out, but then we just look behind us and then look for him. He was gone. He would just disappear for 2 hours. I don't even know where he would go sometimes.
He's going to his dog meetings. But yeah, so I didn't even know he had a dog until probably the 3rd or 4th time he came around. And I saw him and he started barking. I was like,
No, you saw he barked right away.
no, I didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No.
Yes.
Okay, well, anyways, moving on.
Maybe you don't remember, but you've seen him.
Moving.
Because even now where we live right now, just somebody knocks at the door, he would bark.
Yeah, he does. He's a Chihuahua, if you're wondering. 100%, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
I be telling people he's a 100% Chihuahua dude.
Well, then I guess he's 100% Chihuahua. He's like, I don't know. He's not a mix. He's like a short-haired breed Chihuahua.
But he's not like the baby Chihuahuas you're thinking
No,
of,
he's
okay?
like the
He's
big
pretty
Chihuahuas.
medium-sized.
Yeah, he's like the big Chihuahuas, not the small Chihuahuas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so... And I already said that I grew up in a family that do not like pets, especially dogs. So, yeah. When I found out he had a dog, I was like, should I date him right now? But I guess I liked him enough to date him because the dog is still here with him. So, yeah, going back to our communication, living together really brought out our communication styles and we've had a significant amount of fights, I would say.
Your fault.
We're about to fight right now, y'all.
No, like when we first started dating, her communication is so terrible.
Yeah, because as I said so many times already, but I already told y'all I'm super independent. You know, I just used to do everything on myself, and also I think I come from a family that's very like right here, right now. Okay, snippity snap snap. Like when my mom and dad and my aunts and uncles are like, "I want you to go do this," they meant they wanted you to do it like 30 minutes ago. So I'm just like, can you do it right here, right now? And he is not like that.
Well, my mom and dad
gosh.
are like that too. They were to do something, they do it right now. Or when they would tell me to do something, they meant do it right now. But I don't know. I guess I'm not like that.
No, he's not. He's like he's just like, just leave it there. I'll do it when I want to. But our fights, yeah. I mean, we've had fights over the stupidest things ever, just like every other couple, you know, about like, why are your socks inside out? Or why do you have a sock bucket?
Why do you have a sock bucket?
He came at me
Let's
for
talk about
having
that.
a sock bucket, okay? First off, I had a sock bucket, like a basket just for socks. Because when I was in college, I used to have 3 baskets. One for my shirts, one for my pants, and one for tops, one for bottoms, one for socks. So that I could help separate them. And I just feel like it keeps my clothes cleaner. He came at me for having a sock basket.
Well, I've never seen that before.
So where do you throw your socks? Just in with all your other clothes?
Yeah. I just throw everything in one basket.
I hate doing that though because like I hate the socks getting mixed up. Because usually I used to always wash my socks with my bottoms because, you know, socks are like part of my bottoms because they're on my feet. So they're on the bottom, you know. But yeah, he just came at me for that. And I was like, this dude, he's the weird one.
Really?
Yeah. Tell me if you guys have a sock basket or am I being the weird one here? Because that's pretty normal for me. Is it not normal for you?
No.
Why?
Because I just put everything in one basket.
Even your work clothes?
No, though that I separate.
Like panda work clothes, because you know you get all greasy and stuff.
Yeah, and it's nasty. Well, I don't know. Maybe before I dated you, I put everything together. I don't remember, but I don't do that now. If I did,
Yeah, but I feel like fights are pretty common in relationships. But sometimes we be having the dumbest fights, and then how we make up. Dude, if I don't want to make up, I will just be like, don't talk to me. I'll give him the silent treatment for days if I could. And he hates that. Right.
yeah. Or sometimes when we get into a fight and I guess she's upset, like she was saying on the previous episode, she would just like
Roll up in my shell.
yeah, and don't even say anything. I would ask her questions, and then she would just like not say anything. And to me, that is very annoying because I don't know. Because I guess I'm not getting that response that I want. But
Like for him, he wants to keep talking about it, like in the heat of the moment. But for me, I just like shut down and I'm like, dude, if I talk anymore, say anything right now when I'm in this mad state, I know we're going to keep exchanging words that are going to even be more hurtful and mean. And we're just going to have an even more escalated fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always shut down. And also because I just want the fight to like stop. I just like want to be like, I'm over it. I'm done. You know, once I get all that anger out, I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to move on. But he's like, he wants to keep dragging it on and on and on and on and on.
that's because you stop talking or you don't answer my questions or what we were fighting about.
Have y'all seen that? Asking all these questions.
Shut up.
I know you all seen that. If you haven't, maybe we can like do a link. Add a link down below or something. But I'm pretty sure we all all have seen that. So yeah, usually how we make up is we just spend time away from each other. I think. Do you think that
I don't
helps
know.
us?
Like we usually
Stay mad.
before we would just like have arguments before we went to sleep.
Yeah, and go to bed mad.
Yeah.
Which is really bad, but you know. But I just want to say we go to bed mad, but the next day I wake up and I'm like over it. But he wakes up and he's still so mad about it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are, dude. And then he be giving me all these shady attitude.
Only if it's like something that really bothered me.
Like what?
I don't know.
So yeah, that's how we make up. But recently we got inspired by our friends over at Real at Midnight, which is another podcast. So got inspired by the ladies over at Real at Midnight because they had talked about the love languages on their last episode, and we decided to both take the test. We just took it before filming, and let's go over that. Because I feel like it'll be good for both of us. And for anyone who's listening, because you can just go on the 5 love languages. I just Googled it, 5 love languages, and then I think it's like the first link. But for me, I got acts of service as my first one. Like, shocking. Not really. I was expecting that. Were you expecting that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 40% on that, which means I like it. Like, my love language is having something done for me, just like washing the dishes or taking the trash out, which I've asked you to do like 5 days in a row now.
I didn't.
Maybe like 2 days. But you know what I'm saying, you know? And then my next one was quality time, coming in at 20%. Coming in at 3rd place was receiving gifts at 17%. I feel like I don't really care for it, but if I do receive gifts, and I mean gifts like in like cake. You know, if you buy me like a fancy chocolate cake from a bakery. Hint, hint. Oh, sorry, everyone. It's making me go blow my nose. And my 4th one was physical touch, coming in at 13%. And And then lastly, coming in at 10% was words of affirmation. So words of affirmation is like saying I love you or I appreciate you, I care for you. But yeah, those were mine. What was yours?
So the highest one that I got is quality time.
Okay, that's so understandable. I can see that. He always wants to spend time together, even if we're just laying in bed and doing nothing.
Yeah, I got 32% on that. And then the second one is a physical touch.
Definitely see that too.
The 29%.
Always wants me to give him hugs. He always gets so mad. He's like, why do I always have to ask for hugs?
Acts of services, 23%.
Uh-huh.
And then the fourth one is words of affirmation at 13%.
What was your last one?
Receiving gifts.
Yeah.
3%.
You don't care.
I don't care about receiving gifts.
He'd rather get money and he buy himself, right?
Yep.
Why?
Cause
You know what you want.
I know what I want, and sometimes when I receive gifts,
You're like, thanks.
they're like, I don't even use them.
Not that we're being unappreciative, okay?
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
I would rather, if I do get gifts, just give me money.
Tell me
I don't care if it's like $20. If the gifts that you're going to give me is like $50, but I'm not going to use it, then what good is the gift for me?
Like a $50 cake stand.
Yeah.
Tell me why we were talking about weddings the other day, and then he was like, dude, on our gift registry, you can't just say cash only.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, the people can buy whatever they want.
I think I would rather have cash. Like I said, sometimes people be re-gifting gifts.
Yeah, that does happen. I've never done that, but I do hear that's a thing, which I feel like is so rude. Sorry, not sorry if you do that, okay? Like, I understand if you can't afford a gift, but...
Yeah, that's why I say, if you can't afford it, just give me $20. I'm good.
What if they can't even afford $20?
Well, then...
Just no gift.
Just give me something that's not...
$5 gift card?
It doesn't matter. $5 is $5. Because I know some people that have received gifts, they don't even use them.
Yeah, it'd be like that. I always tell, like, for me, I never say anything when I get gifts because I really appreciate every gift. But in my head, I'm always like, oh my God, please don't send me or give me any scented gifts because I have eczema and all my lotions and stuff. I don't even have perfume, but I do appreciate all the, like, scented things that I do get. Like candles, I like candles, but lotions and stuff, I don't use scented lotions or scented body wash or anything like that. So whenever I get like those big packages of scented body wash, I'm always like, thank you. I'm never going to use this, but thank you. So yeah, I'm sorry if you ever given me that and you feel bad, don't, but just me spilling the tea on myself. So yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm just saying, just give me $20. It goes a long way.
So I guess I got receiving gifts from my 17%, which was my third highest.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't really care for big gifts like, an iPad or something like that. But like just small gifts, like food gifts, like I was saying earlier. But I feel like people kind of knew what our love language is, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought physical touch was going to be more than quality time. But
yeah, he's always trying to, like, have physical touch. Excuse me. But why do you think that?
What?
Why did you think your physical touch was going to be higher than your quality time?
Because I like that more.
Mm-hmm.
Then, I guess it could be about the same because I like spending time with you.
Thanks. I like spending time with you too, but
don't like me. Oh, there was this one time she was like, I got into a relationship because I just want somebody there. I'm like, really?
when did I say that?
You said that one time when we were laying in bed. You were like, oh, I just wanted somebody there.
Were we arguing or something?
No.
I did not say that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did not.
That's why your quality time is not high.
Well, it's my second highest. It's 20%.
Yeah, she said that to me, and I was like, I guess.
I did not say
Yeah,
that.
you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
We're going to cut that out. Well, it's beyond that now, okay? Maybe when I said it in the beginning of the relationship.
No, it was this year.
Stop lying.
Well, not this year, but, I still confused 2020.
Last year?
Yeah.
I was going to say, this year just started. I think we might have to end here because it's already been an hour. Like, I can't believe...
it's almost been an hour.
Yeah, I can't believe you've been talking for a whole hour. But that's just a little bit more on our relationship and how we met our snowboarding event. Like I said, if we can get the shots, I'll post it along the video here. Or we'll do like another separate vlog for it. But yeah, a little bit on our interracial dating experience and how it's going so far. And we have a lot more growth to do, but we just wanted to share a little insight on ourselves. But yeah, you have anything else to say to them before I end it off?
No, not really.
Okay, but thank you so much, everyone, for listening today. You can listen on YouTube, Spotify, or Google Podcasts. And please don't forget to follow all our social media pages. Links will be below, above, on the sides, wherever, they go, depending on the page. But yeah, and that's all I have for this week. Remember to stay safe, stay warm, because it's going to be super cold in Minnesota the next few days. And I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.